And a three, two, one. Grab your hat and let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Positive Comedy. I'm so glad to have you back today. Oh, also, sorry I'm a little late. I had some tech things that I forgot I needed to do, and it took an extra 7 minutes. So sorry about that. But hopefully you got the notification. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go into Roblox Studio. Now, the tutorial that I'm on is this one right here. Last time I was on Roblox Studio, we finished this part, and the link to this is also in the description of the YouTube video if you're in the YouTube audience. Otherwise, if you're in our Discord, it's also linked to the Roblox Land channel in Discord. But we already finished this one. So I'm going to go ahead and work with player hazards today. And I was looking through a little bit of this tutorial beforehand. A lot of it is probably going to end up being review, which is totally okay because that's kind of what this series is for, to do review before jumping into some more fun stuff that I really want to get to, actually. So I want to try to get as far as possible with this because I really want to take my cat parkour to a new level. But it is nice to just have the basic... to get the basic layout of it done. But I was looking through this, and it does look like hopefully we'll go through it fast, see how far we get. It'll also open up some opportunity to add some extra features that I've been wanting to add for a while too. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into Roblox Studio again. Okay, so I think this is where I left off. I already have the feature where I can collect the coins on a leaderboard, so that's fun. Oh yeah, I just remembered. What I was working on doing, I was adding some stairs to get up to the top of this platform here, and I remember last time I ran out of time. So let's actually go ahead and continue that real quick, because I want to finish that part, and I'm almost done with it. So I was looking at this earlier too, and it honestly really looks so similar to a sea guardian. Does anyone else see it? I see it. It's a very, very bad replication of a sea guardian, but it kind of reminds me of one. Also, for a second, I couldn't see the screen arrow because it blended in. That's a little trippy. Not gonna lie. Wow. Okay. This is cool. Man, it does remind me of some kind of fish, though. This is so funny. And I swear I ate dinner. I swear I'm not just saying that because I'm hungry, because I'm not. Because this time I actually ate dinner. Sometimes I'll wait till after the stream to eat, but this time I was like, you know, it's going to be some heavy coding, and I should probably eat before. So yeah, this time I actually did the healthy thing and ate dinner when I was supposed to. That's kind of the other thing about being a night owl sometimes you end up, at least for me, I end up eating later than my friends because I tend to sleep in, but I also tend to keep myself pretty busy during the time people would normally have dinner, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if anybody else does that or if that's just a night owl struggle, but there you go. And now that I think about it, some early birds that I know of tend to eat breakfast really early in the morning. And I remember there was definitely a time when I could not do that. Now I do eat breakfast, but still late in the day. Sometimes my breakfast turns into lunch. It's really funny. Okay, you know, this is the weirdest ending to a stair that I've ever seen. I feel like this honestly could probably be the end of it. I don't think this is needed, so I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that. Okay, let's test these steps real fast, and then I want to go ahead and make hazards, because I want this to be dangerous. And I want to add some hazards to this platform, too. There's so much potential for this platform, so I'm hoping to just add little bits and pieces at a time. Okay, you know what I forgot to do, though? I forgot to anchor all of these stairs. Oh, I guess this is the first time that I play tested my stairs. That's low-key kind of a bummer because, oh, actually that's okay, because I can just select all of these at the same time. and then right click, and you can't see the menu, but I'll just explain. Oh, why am I right clicking? I don't have to right click. Hang on, I'm selecting all these and then I'm just anchoring. For some reason I was right clicking to anchor it because I convinced myself that anchor was a menu option. I don't know. That's just what happens sometimes. Okay, well now that looks a lot better. All right, let's start here. Well, oh my gosh, I almost just leapt off the world. Okay, these are... That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, actually. Hey, look at that. I got 3. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think I set the value to 3 per coin. 3 cents a coin. Oh, I just got it again. Wow, you can... I feel like you can just get super wealthy just staying on top of this podium. All right, well, you know, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I think I underestimated the size of a Roblox character. I feel like, you know, it might be worth maybe writing a script that makes me smaller when I'm here, because I feel like I did not take that into account. So, oh, you know what? Okay, you know, sometimes I noticed I come up with ideas, but then I don't write it down, and then I forget about it later, so I have an idea. I'm actually going to write on my screen my idea. So, okay, I want to make my Roblox character really small. And yes, that's a stick figure. Or at least my attempt to one. Okay, so yeah, I want to make my Roblox character really small. And I want to fix the spacing. Alright, I probably should have just typed this on the screen, but that's okay. I need drawing practice anyway with my mouse. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Okay. Because then I can take a screenshot. And then save it for later. Okay, perfect. That'd be cool, because then I can have a record of what I need to fix. Okay, cool. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay, now that I got that done, let's go ahead and take a peek at the tutorial, shall we? Okay, so this is the official Roblox Studio tutorial given by Roblox. Roblox. Okay, so essentially... Here, we can go ahead and watch.
In this section, you'll learn how to create player hazards.
This video, hang on. So yeah, essentially what we're doing is we're just walking in water and perishing. Now, that's just one example, but to be honest, I want to add more. But we can go ahead and start there. However, I won't have water. However, I will have a void. So I will adapt. Okay, so in this tutorial, let's see, it looks like it's having me create a water hazard. Let's go ahead and have a folder that is in charge of that. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I need to actually go into Roblox Studio. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and actually make a folder and call it, I want to call it traps though instead of hazards, because a lot of mine are going to end up being traps anyways. I mean, I don't know. Hazards works too, but hazards just feels too official. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just being silly. But I do know that if I have it labeled traps, then I know I will automatically know what it is. Whereas with hazards, I feel like hazards sometimes, I mean, they can be synonymous with traps, but I also feel like they can be synonymous with just a warning or something that could be hazardous. But with all of mine, there's no could be hazardous, it is hazardous. So I feel like that's probably more, I don't know. I just know for my brain it'll be better if I do traps, because otherwise I'll forget like what types of hazards I have in there. Okay, so we have that, and then it looks like in the tutorial as well, it has, oh yeah. So it looks like it has a object that's going to represent the danger zone. That'll be fun. So, I mean, that's not too bad at all. So I can just do that for the void, but I do need like a size for the void. So let's go ahead and get a block. Okay. Hang on. For some reason, I lost the blocks. There they are. Or I guess the parts. Okay. Here's a block. Oh, a block is a part. Well, you know, here we are. Okay, oh, this is gonna have to be massive. Oh man. Also, I love that my cat island is almost bigger than the parkour itself. Oh man. Honestly, that's okay. Alright, I definitely want this zone to be pretty big in case this map expands, so yeah. We're gonna go ahead and just scale it out pretty far. Luckily it doesn't have to be very thick because, you know, well, yeah, it doesn't have to be very thick because, I think as soon as your character intersects with this block, then it'll do damage. So it doesn't really have to be that thick, unless I wanted it to be constant damage as you fell through the block, but I don't really want to do that. I just need a thin plane that detects when a player collides with it, something happens. I honestly could probably do this with coordinates too, like if I was detecting a player's coordinates and when they got to a certain coordinate, damage could happen. That is another approach I could take. However, I'm not sure what the load on the server would look like if I do that, because I'd have to monitor every player's coordinate system, which could be a problem. But yet again, I've never done it before, so could be worth exploring. But for now, I'll do this solution. It looks like it's a little high up though, so I'm going to go ahead and lower it a little bit. There we go. Look, you can see the shadows. That's awesome. Okay, now the other thing I want to do is I actually want to change the color. I want to make it blue. That might be too deep of a blue though, so I'm going to do, oh, not that one. I want to do this blue. Ooh, that's like an ocean blue. That's actually really pretty. Okay, what about this one actually? I think I like that one. That's more of a sky blue of what I'm looking for. And then I want to change its, oh, I need to actually put it in the traps folder, so let me do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and name this void. Okay. And then I also want to change its transparency. So I think I need to open the properties window. So let me do that real fast. Transparency is right over here. Whoa. I didn't mean to go that high with transparency. Okay, that scroll reel is very sensitive. So I'm going to make it 0.5. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let me see if I make this go a little bit lower. I don't like that there's shadows on it. Oh, what happens if I... Okay, first I wanted to change the... Oh, let's change the type of it. Let's see, is there something... Maybe... Let's see here. Oh yeah, what about a force field? Okay, let's change the transparency back to 0. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because the world still looks gray. However, I could always change that. But I would like it to have a hue, though. I don't know if I like force field. What if I... Actually, what if I change the color? Ooh. Hey, that's not bad, actually. Okay, I guess I'll do this brighter color. Oh, this is looking cool. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see what it looks like from the player's perspective. Oh, shoot. I should not have clicked play here. I'm not gonna last. Well, that's cool. You know what I figured out, though? The void was falling with me. I forgot to anchor it, which is low-key kind of important. Okay, let's go ahead and click play now. Okay, this looks very interesting from the player's perspective. I don't know how I feel about this, because well, it's not bad. I mean, I like the color. It might be too bright, though. So I think, okay, let's see what happens. Okay, good. So I need to turn off a couple things. I want to change the color back to what it was. Pastel blue. And then I need to turn off Can Collide, because I still want the player... Well, actually... No, yeah, I'll turn off Can Collide. However... I'm trying... So something I'm thinking in my mind, it could be cool to keep Can Collide on, but I'll turn it off for now. I can always change my mind later. I mean, that's a pretty easy feature to change, right? So, whoa. I almost just got tied up in my own microphone cords. That was really funny. Okay. Okay, that looks like a much better color. Yeah. And then I might want to change the color of the bottom part of my map too to blend in with the block. I think that would be a good thing to do, but I'll worry about that later. For now, I'll just have this. Okay. Okay, good. I just fall through. Okay, cool. Now, the silly thing is I'm literally making a void trap, even though the void already exists. So this is a little, you know, questionable. However, I do like being in control of this void because I can add different things to it over time. Like make it, I don't know, I think it'd be cool to make it unique. Like instead of having the player fall, I want to add some features where maybe the player gets teleported if they fall in a certain place, or some kind of Easter egg, which would be pretty cool. The other thing I could do is I can turn on Can Collide and maybe have some Easter eggs that way, so that maybe it looks like a void you can fall through, but then when you fall, you actually don't fall through. So that's stuff to think about, but for now, I'll just go ahead and just control it as my own void, for the purposes of the tutorial for now. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and go back to the tutorial, make sure I got everything. So I sized it, I changed my transparency, I anchored it and everything. Okay, what are these steps? I'm looking at steps 5. Oh. Okay, I actually don't think usually when I do hazards like this, I actually don't store it in server script service, which is honestly the wiser idea than what I used to do. What I used to do is I used to just attach scripts to particular objects because I didn't feel like linking them up later, which is very dangerous because, well, I don't know if it's dangerous for Roblox Studio, but it's just not organized. It can be hard to find scripts, which I did end up having that problem later, and I'm pretty sure that's in my Turkeyville world, which is really funny. Anyways, okay, so yeah, I gotta add a script to server script service, and then we've got some code to work with too. Which I'm just gonna look at this code briefly, real fast. It honestly, I feel like a lot of it is review. Yep, a lot of it is review. However, this new part is the for loop. I don't think I've actually ever done that in a script before. Because, yeah, something that I used to do is for every trap, I would put a different script per trap, which, again, is kind of hard to work with, especially when you have to make edits to it, right? At least that's what that's what I would presume. But that's honestly a pretty good idea because then it helps you, doing this in a for loop helps you detect the touched events in one script rather than multiple scripts. That's actually really cool. I've never done it this way before. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. So, okay, I think it was it was server script service, which I already have some scripts in here. Yeah, I should probably put some folders in here, but there's only one script, so I won't worry about it yet. But I definitely will later. Okay, now I want this to happen on the server, not just to the client, so it's going to be a server script. Let's see. I'm going to name this traps. Oh my gosh, I almost got cut on the cord again. I hope that's not making me, like, sound really weird. Hang on. I'm going to move this cord. Okay, if my audio sounds really weird, by the way, tell me, because sometimes it does that. Like, I was rewatching the video we recorded for Minecraft last week, and for some reason, when we were fighting the dragon, one of our voices got distorted, and it was the funniest thing, and I had no idea during the stream. It was so funny, but it was also painful at the same time. So if, you know, tell me if I sound like I'm bubbling underwater. Okay. Even if it's in the comments, you can tell me after. All right. I also want to make sure I'm just commenting in the same way. All right. Bye, world. Okay, we're going to do traps. We're going to go ahead and make the date right. Oh, it's not. It's halfway to Halloween. Look at that. I'm actually really excited about Halloween this year. Is anyone else excited about Halloween? I'm trying to think of a fun, I want to do like a fun Minecraft Halloween thing. I feel like that we have to do that on a stream this month. It's just going to have to happen. Okay, so we're going to need services. So I'm going to have this comment. Hey, I didn't do double slashes this time. Look at that. Sometimes since I've been coding in C++ more, sometimes I confuse C++ with Lua scripting, and it's really funny. Okay, so we're going to get the players service, because that'll let us figure out... Oh, we have to get the character from our player. That's the only way you can do that. Well, it might not be the only way, but it's the easiest way. And it's the only way I've seen on tutorials. So here we are. But if you want to explore different ways, go right ahead. I promote that. Ow. Or maybe, do I promote that? I don't know. My headset might have a different opinion. Okay, we're going to also... You know, I don't think I've actually ever gotten the workspace service before. That's new for me too. Huh. Okay, hold on, give me a second. I want to check on something. Okay. I might share a different screen, but just give me a second. I'm bringing up the API on Roblox to find the workspace service, because I want to make sure it's actually doing what I think it is. I mean, I would assume it's just, you know, allowing you to access all the objects in workspace, but we're going to find out. And I did in fact find it. So essentially I just went to the documentation and I searched workspace and found this documentation. Okay, so it says the core job of workspace is to hold objects that exist in the 3D world, effectively base parts and attachments. Okay, cool. Oh wait. While such objects are descendants of workspace, they will be active. For base parts, this means they will be rendered and physically interact with other parts and the world. For attachments, this means that objects adorned to them, such as particle emitters, beams, and billboard GUIs, which I love by the way, will render. Understanding this behavior is important, as it means objects can be removed from workspace when they are not needed. For example, map models can be removed from workspace when a different map is being played on. I don't think I've actually ever done that. That looks like fun though, so okay. Objects that are not immediately needed in the 3D world are generally stored in replicated storage or server storage. I did know that. In its role as the holder of active 3D objects, workspace includes a number of useful functions related to parts, their positions, and joints between them. Okay, so this game :get service is just a way you can access workspace. I've done the other two ways above. This way. I've done the first two, but I've never done the third, so Look at us. We're leveling up on Roblox by doing all of the different ways you can do things. Which is good. It's experience, right? Okay. So that looks great. Okay. We're going to go ahead and initialize my trap data. Okay. Or I guess I'll do trap objects. Perfect. Okay. So it looks like in this code, it's having me access the folder and then the hazards in the folder. I'm going to go ahead and make this one step. I'm going to call this traps. And I'm going to go into workspace .cat world. Oh, I'm actually going to have to do this. Okay. Because it's 2 words, it has a space, I'm going to have to use the brackets. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing with traps just to keep it consistent. And then I'm going to do :get children, which should get all of the objects inside of my traps folder. Boom. All in one line. Look at that. I love trying to condense lines if I can, as long as they're still readable. Okay, cool. Now we're going to have our event handler. I'll call it's the touch event handler. Boom. Okay, cool. Now we're going to just go ahead and have a local function. This will be called, I want to actually call it on collide. Hopefully it doesn't cause any issues. Because I like viewing it as when a player collides with something, something happens to them. Hopefully it doesn't cause problems. And then I'm going to have this is the player part that gets passed in, or at least that's supposed to get passed in. Okay, we're going to also go ahead and look at the parent of player part, and hopefully that's a humanoid, I believe. No, we're looking for the player. Okay, so it looks like they have local player equals, see, we go into the player service, and then we get get player from character. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. So, oh yeah. Because the player part is something, it's the part of the player's body that collides with the part. So this might be like an arm, for example. And then I meant to type parent, but I think I was saying part too many times, so I wrote it as part. Player part.parent. So when you're looking, let's say it was my arm that collided with my void trap, the parent of my arm is going to be the player, because the player owns the arm. The player is the folder that stores the arm in the game. So that's going to be the character. And then if you have the character, you can put that object into the get player from character method to get the player, just to see if that player exists, because otherwise I can have an object that's named the same as a body part and then have it work, which might be a problem. So I have to make sure my player exists. Something I also just want to double check is the get player from character method as well, because I actually don't think I've looked at that before. No, I have looked at that before, but it's just been a while. Which I think it'll be good just to review how that works real fast. Hi. There we go. Okay, so this is what the Roblox API says. This function returns the player associated with the given player.character, or nil if one cannot be found. It is equivalent to the following function, which is similar to the one we wrote, not quite the same, but similar. This method is often used when some event in the player's character fires, such as their humanoid dying. Such an event might not directly reference the player object, but this method provides easy access. The inverse of this function can be described as getting the character of a player. To do this, simply access the character property. Okay, so that was essentially, I'm pretty sure that was essentially what we already deduced. Okay, cool. Moving on. We're gonna do, okay, I'm gonna do a conditional. So if the player exists, if it's not nil, then, which since we're testing for nil, I could just do if player. I don't really have to do equal equals nil, because when you just have one argument in here, I guess it's not an, I don't know if it'd be an argument for an if. Okay, this is called something and I'm not remembering what it was. Well, anyways, doesn't really matter too much, hopefully. But this property, whatever this property is called, if you just have one of it, it might be an argument, but I'm not 100% sure. Then it's already testing to see if it's nil or not. So at least that's what I've understood. If there's something a little bit extra to that, feel free to pop in the Twitch chat. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and test for the humanoid objects. We've seen if the player exists, if it's attached to the character that collided with the void trap, and it did. So I'm going to go ahead and have a humanoid object. Because, you know, every character has a humanoid, and that humanoid has properties like health. And then I'm going to go ahead and do character : find first child, because yeah, the character is going to house all of the body parts and everything. And I'm going to go ahead and look for humanoid. And then if humanoid, then change the health property. Set that equal to 0. Perfect. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and detect all, or actually, instead of detect, I'll do connect all. I think I'm connecting all of the, like when an event is fired. I'll do all touch events inside of chops folder. Okay, now this is the for loop, which is new for us. And I haven't done a for loop in Lua for a while, so I think it's funny when I do leak code in about 20 minutes or so, I feel like when I do for loops in C++, it's gonna be a struggle because now I've done it in Lua. Oh no. No, I think it'll be okay. I just did a for loop like yesterday in C++, yeah. So I think, I think it'll be fine. Fingers crossed. Okay, so it looks like I'm doing traps dot touched. Wait. Nope. Trap dot touch. Because yeah, I forgot. This variable is gonna, so every time this for loop iterates over my traps folder and workspace, which I only have one item in there, so this for loop isn't really going to be super helpful right now, but it will later. If I had 3 traps in here, every time it iterates to a trap, it's looking for the dot touched property to see if that has been triggered. And then if it has, it's going to be connected to the onCollide function that I just made. Watch this overwrite some inner function called onCollide. That would be so funny. Hopefully it doesn't do that, but I guess if there's weird behavior, I should double check that. All right, I'm going to do Control S to save just in case. Okay, cool. Savings made. Okay, so I think this should work. This should probably, so I think when I touch the void, like as soon as I touch the void, so I shouldn't be going past the blue, because before I was falling through, right? Which in this case, I will fall through, but I wasn't dying till after I fell through, which this time it's an earlier death. Okay, cool. I feel like it'd be cool to change I want to change the player's visibility when that happens. That would be cool, actually. Make it go all black. That's actually something definitely. I should definitely investigate that. Okay, you know what? I'm going to write that down too, because that's actually kind of a fun idea. I'll type it this time though. Ooh, this is kind of fun. Okay, this is my first time typing something in pink, so here we go. Change, oh my gosh, the words are massive. Visibility. Change visibility to black. And void. I just feel like it'll be a much more graceful fall. You know what, in parentheses I'm going to say, or add a friendly message. Okay, cool. Now, the tricky part is I want to screenshot this while my character's falling, so wish me luck. Oh, I don't think I got it. Oh, actually, you know what? It's okay. Okay, hopefully it didn't freeze me, but if it did, it's okay. I didn't get it. My computer waited till my character died, but I did get the void in the background with the screenshot, so that works. Okay. That's fine. Clear screen. Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and move on in the tutorial because I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm not done with this page yet. Oh, well, I was being a little, what's the word? Not impatient, but, for some reason I thought that was the end, but it's not. Okay. I feel like that's how Minecraft is. You think it's the end and then it's not. Okay, so. Okay, cool. So yeah, I finished this, which that should make it super, super easy. Literally adding any other traps. Like, I'm pretty sure, actually, let's double check that. I'm pretty sure if I even just added like a random, whoa, I'm in a weird thing. Okay. I think if I just added a random block and put it in my traps folder, I'm pretty sure it'll work. Let's find this out. I'm just gonna add a wedge. I'll make it the color of cheese. And we're gonna see how friendly this cheese is, all right? Okay, we're gonna put my my cheese inside of the traps folder. We're gonna see how friendly this is, all right? I also just realized none of that was streamed. I am so sorry. Well, that's so sad. Okay, essentially what I did is I literally just put cheese in my traps folder. Where did cheese go? Oh, there it is. Hey, and I didn't have to write any extra scripts. Look at that. Thank you, Roblox tutorial. I honestly really like that approach. I've never done that approach before, and I really like that. It saves a lot of time. You're able to apply the same effect to literally any objects inside of this traps folder. I can add multiple cheeses. They can have the same name. Like, I can literally just add all of this cheese, and it's not edible. Which is kind of unfortunate. I feel like I should make it edible. That'd be funny. Deadly cheese you can only eat once. But if I did that, I might have to add something to the script. But I could do that. You know, that actually wouldn't be... Yeah, look at that. Okay, hang on. You know what I'm going to do? I want to make it... Okay, I definitely want to make it edible cheese though, because I think that's just too funny to not do. And luckily, I can actually do that really quick. So here's the thing. I'm gonna add an if statement after this. So consume cheese if available. Okay. If traps dot, oh shoot, is it name? What's the property name of it? I'm gonna go with name. Hopefully it is. If it's not, I'm gonna have to figure that out. If name equals cheese, then do traps dot transparency. I actually feel like I might be doing this wrong. Shoot. This actually might be harder than I thought. But there's just one last thing I'm missing. Because traps is all the children. which isn't good. I need this. Oh, you know what I can do? Hold on. Hold on. At first I was thinking, oh, I gotta pass 2 parameters in here, which I could do, but you know what's better? Putting it in here. Actually, that might not be better, but it'll work. I might change that later though. I just need to review how to pass, because I know this passes the player part, but if I have another parameter, actually, can I just do, I'm not sure about that. It's okay. I'll do this for now because I'm low on time. I might move this into event handler. Okay, but we're gonna set that equal to 1. I almost put a semicolon and I almost got myself in trouble. Okay, if trap.name, then change the trap transparency. Okay, we're gonna save that script and I'm gonna go ahead and play. I don't know why I had this sudden passion to make inedible cheese, but here we go. Oh, I made it invisible. Oh, shoot. I made invisible cheese. Oh, no. Oh, no, wait. Okay, that was funny. I made invisible cheese. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, how about this? We're gonna see if this is even possible. I don't know if this is allowed. It's probably not, but I might as well try it just to confirm. Because that's how I do it in every other language that I've, written in, but that's okay. There are other ways to do things. Okay, if player, it should be inside of this. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Let's see what happens. I might get errors. Yep, I got errors because it's trying to connect to a function. Oh gosh. Hello. Okay. Yep, that's not how you do it. Oh, I know there's a way to do it though. Okay. Because that's the function. Oh, there's gotta be a way to do this. Okay. I am at time though, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little note there. Investigate how to pass trap parameter into onCollide function. Perfect, and I'll save that. Okay, that's something for us to investigate next week. However, if you all want to investigate this too for your own projects, feel free to, and feel free to keep the comments updated, the comment community updated, or our Discord community updated for others working with this as well if you want to add inedible cheeses to yours too. However, I'm pretty sure this is just a very small thing though, because I remember I played with this before, but it's been a while. So I'm going to have to investigate on how to pass in parameters to extra parameters to an event handler, because I'm not remembering, and unfortunately I do have to call time for today's Roblox Studio stream. However, we got pretty far though. We have implementation now where any kind of trap I add, it damages the player, which is pretty nice. We still have to finish the lifecycle script. We didn't start that. That's something I haven't done before either, so I'm kind of excited to play with that next time as well. All right, just a reminder too, if you are also going through the tutorial, you can access it in the YouTube description of if you're our YouTube audience, or it's the link in the Roblox LAN channel in our Discord. Okay, so in about 9 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and go live again to do a leak code challenge. So you'll get a notification when I'm live again, hopefully. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.